Hey, what's up guys, it's Apollo Uchiha here and I'm back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was Chosen as a Kage After Konoha Crush, and yeah guys, it is an unscripted movie as well. Now before continuing this, I would like to tell you guys that I will be making DC, Marvel as well as different sort of stories like yanderes and romantic stories and something like that, but in texting stories on my gaming channel soon. They will be uploaded there, and some of you guys still don't like gameplays, huh? But 85% of you guys do, so as I promised in this video, there might or may not be gameplay because, yeah, my brother won't let me play on my PC. I mean, what can I say, little brother? He always, whenever I try to grab my PC, yells at mom, and you know what happens. Same old story. So I'm not gonna bother into it anymore. Aside from that, yeah, it's good to be back, and shout out to you, my guy King Les, for suggesting me this idea. And if you like today's video, then you know what to do. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without any further ado and yip yapping, let's begin it with our today's story. Our story begins 13 years later, after the QB attack in Konoha Gakure no Sato. As smoke was rising from different parts of the village at the time, because it was tuning exams going there, but that was not the case for the smoke. The case was that their ally for a long time, Sunagakure as well as Otogakure, a village led by Orochimaru, has invaded their village and were somewhat successful if it wasn't for Konoha's quick attack forces attacking them and sending them back to the borders, running. As for the leader, the main culprit Orochimaru, he was able to escape, but not without a cost. He lost the ability to use jutsus from both of his hands, but this cost greatly to Konoha as well, as Hiruzen Sarutobi, the Sandaime Hokage, sacrificed his life using the Hakai Fuyin jutsu and summoning the Shinigami to do this. Even at the last breath, he held some string towards Orochimaru that he will become good again. A thin line of hope, you can say. But that was not the case at the moment, as Orochimaru has retreated back into the shadows to find a way to cure his arms and come back to finish the job later. As after the death of the Kage, there was a huge funeral held for those who have lost their lives, and Konoha began to recover itself. But now one issue was still remaining. The village itself was now left without any leader, any guidance. As you go towards the council chamber where Hiruzen Sarutobi's student Jiraiya was standing currently, as the elder then spoke. Jiraiya, I know that what I'm about to say is you're going to not accept it, but I have to ask. Please, the whole council wants you to be the Kage. You know I can't be that, but I know who will be. Who? How about Tsunade? We tried to contact her, said Danzo, but she didn't agree. I see. Then what do you suggest? As they all fell quiet, how about the council decide this? Danzo said, what do you have in plan, Danzo? What do you have in your pathetic mind? I don't like this one bit, thought Jiraiya as his eyes narrowed at Danzo. But he followed the man's suit into the council chamber, as all of them were there now. The shinobi council members, the civilian council members and the elders, and Jiraiya himself. This council meeting is in session, said Koharu as she sat down. So, have we chosen the next Kage? Is it going to be Tsunade-sama or Jiraiya-sama as decided? No, both of them had disagreed, said Danzo. But Jiraiya-sama, I said I won't, because I have a spy network to run, which is quite crucial, which is quite needed. If it wasn't for that spy network, our village might have invaded and we did not have enough time to prepare. As it is, think about it, what might have happened. As everyone fell silent, because Jiraiya's argument was valid. If it wasn't for his spy network and his intelligence of gathering data, they would have died, and Konoha would have perished shortly. But because of that, they were able to survive now, at minimum losses. So who do you all suggest? As many different names were thrown around. Kakashi Harake. Heck, even my guy's name was thrown around. But then, Mabuki then said. She was quite greedy, but she smirked and said, from goodwill of heart, how about that brat who always brags about being the Kage? I mean, he's quite enthusiastic. You can be sure, Mabuki. You know who he is, right? And what about that? Said Jiraiya, becoming serious, as his eyes narrowed at the said man who said these words. And what is your game plan, Mibuki Haruno? You would never, of all the people here, suggest something so openly, because you were the one who openly suggested that we should make the kid's life living hell. I know what I did, and since he has been the teammate of my daughter, I have seen otherwise. He is different, and we would love to have him as a kage. I mean, come on, he's a kid, he's gullible, and we can mold him into the perfect kage, a perfect shinobi, which he wants to protect the village, obviously, as Danzo and many of the greedy ones got the idea, and the gist of it what she was trying to say and convey to them in sugar-coated words, but so did Jiraiya. He's still not ready yet, and neither of the other kages were at the time. When Hashirama-sama became the kage, he wasn't prepared, as he was chosen. So could be said for our sensei Tobirama Senju. And then Hiruzen. He was chosen when our sensei fell in the battlefield, in his dying breaths. As for Minato, he was the only one who was odd one out. So what's so different about him as well? We both know whose legacy he is, as the civilian became quite curious. No, Danzo, don't go there. I have already the cards up my sleeve, Jiraiya, and you know that I'm going to lay them out now. You're already trapped in corner. Danzo said through his gaze as he smirked. Shit, Jiraiya thought. He's going to pull that card out, huh? Well, that leaves me no choice then. Fine then, reveal. As Danzo was taken aback by that, he was sure that Jiraiya would be against it. What do you mean? Aren't you? Well, if you want to spill the beans, then I will do that, all of them. Because you will sugarcoat the story, Danzo. As everyone looked at between them, what do you mean? Said Shukaku. Remember the night 13 years ago, 11 October, when Naruto was labeled as a Jinchuriken quote-unquote demon brat of the whole village? As the civilians, well, were quite scared by the aura that was released by Jiraiya. Yes, Jiraiya-sama, said Shukaku. You see, there is a hidden truth behind all of this that was never revealed, a secret that was kept close only to those of the elders and to those of Hokage-sama and me. What? Minato and Kushina had a child that day, as their eyes widened. Shikaku, being the smartest one, already put the two and two together, but there were some lazy bastards who didn't want to accept it. It can't be, said Mibuki as she got up. It can't be her child. Yes, it is. Naruto is none other than Kushina Uzumaki and Minato Namikaze's child. Congratulations, Mibuki. You just, well, destroyed the life of your savior and best friend, Kushina, who saw you as her sister. She took you in when she was at her down and you were at your worst. No, it can't be, she said shakingly, as the other council members were shocked as well. Mibuki never thought of this. She wanted to get profits, yes she did, because she was a greedy woman who saw how the world worked and how badly she wanted to get out of this cursed situation so that her daughter or their future children don't have to suffer. But this revelation just struck her to the face as if Kushina itself appeared there and slapped her on the face. She could still feel the burn on her cheek. The ghostly pain was still there. I can't believe this. Why did you lie to us? She yelled at Jiraiya. Tell me, goddammit, why did you lie to us and never reveal this to us? It was necessary. We thought that you will honor Minato's dying request. Or did you all forget? The kid is supposed to be seen as a hero because he's the one who will protect us in the future. And I apologize to him and to everyone else, but there was no other choice and fate. These were his words. And the last line, you remember? Said Jiraiya, quoting Minato's words. There's no other child other than him that I would rather trust. This line, even Sensei, while I was not here, told you all. These words were engraved in your head, but you didn't bother with any of this. Did you? As they all looked down. Even the friends of their fallen comrades, the Shinobi Council looked down. as Mibuki was close to having a mental breakdown but calmed herself. He is the one who deserves this position. I still agree to this. She was more determined than before. She wanted to make things right. She thought that the child died with her sister, or as she quote-unquote said to Kushina. But she never would have thought that the quote demon breath that she so much hated for taking away her sister from her and her family was actually her child. Her revenge, well, were now meaningless, and she felt quite guilty for what she had done. Many of them did actually. And then one fat civilian said, This is good then. Think about it. Him having to become the next Yellow Flash, and not only that, becoming strong due to his father and mother legacy, but also the knowledge we provide him. He will be the perfect weapon and the perfect mascot for us. While we held the power and all the cards, he will be the figurehead we need and the attack dog when the time comes. As Danzo and everyone else looked at him quite curiously. But Jiraiya smirked as Shikaku saw this. We agree. As everyone looked at Shikaku, as he then looked at all of them with knowing gaze. We all agree, don't we? As they all caught on what Shikaku was trying to say because of the years they have spent together. I see then. As Shikaku said, we all agree, Hiyashi said. Good. What do you say, Mibuki? I agree. And we can say this for the rest of us. We agree as well, said Danzo, as the elders nodded. Good. I'll inform him about this and tell him about his knowledge of his parents and heritage. Good. As we go towards Naruto to see him in his room, in his apartment, it was nighttime and there wasn't a single light there. As Jiraiya appeared there knocking on the window. As Naruto was looking at the mirror, two cold blue eyes looking at the mirror. So they have chosen, huh? Yes. All went as planned, Naruto. Fools. All of them. They fell right into my trap. Naruto said, looking back at Jiraiya as there was a smirk on his face. You sure you're going to go with this kid? Yup. Time-sama backs me up. Even Gigi would have wanted this. Power to be stripped away from those who are greedy. And it is time that this happens. It is time to cleanse Konoha from its greediness and curse of people who are dragging it down to the mud. And originally bring out the legacy it was supposed to be. There is a lot of work to be done, kid, and yup, I know, Jiraiya. A lot of work. As we have a time skip. Next day, while Konoha was still recovering, the shinobis were resting for a bit. As we see Naruto with Jiraiya going towards the Hokage Tower. As once both of them arrived there, the whole council was in session. As Naruto stood there, Daimyo has arrived there as well. It's been a long time, Daimyo-sama. As when Naruto said these words, in a different tone, all of their eyes widened. As Danzo then said something in his thoughts, this doesn't feel right. This is not how he's supposed to react. He was supposed to be an obnoxious brat or shit, we've been had. We've been had. As Naruto looked at Danzo with a smirk. Shit, he knows. He knows. As Danzo for the first time felt fear grip his heart. Because he knew that Naruto was planning something. It has been a long time, Naruto. Last time we visited was when Hiruzen and I, talked in my office. And it was like 5 to 6 years ago. Why didn't you visit it after that? I have been in training. Training? But as Naruto raised a hand towards an elder, it was Koharu. All in time, Koharu of the elders. As when Naruto said these words in seriousness, even the shinobis felt chills run down their spine. What was the kid up to? Has the QB finally taken over? Or was this the real personality of the kid? Yes, they all looked at Jiraiya who was smirking. Oh shit, they all realized. So Naruto, how was your training going on? Good, you know. In secret, trying to train with my father's Harishin and learning it and trying to perfect it as well. Taking it up a notch as well as perfecting the Rasengan. Both have gone well. I have also been tracking down Akatsuki, and I am quite surprised that what they are actually after is the Ten Tails. There is no such thing as Ten Tails, though, said one of the civilians. You know that two people are talking, right? You did not have to butt in. That is quite rude. And you know, it is quite embarrassing for you if a kid has to explain this to you. Shut up, brat. You don't know who you're talking to. I know who you are. Ichida, a person who sells little girls to the bandits and sells their own village trade secrets to the others. You don't have any proof of that. Oh, really now? Daimyo-sama, would you please? Yes, Ishida. Actually, I am here on behalf of Naruto, who's going to be the fifth kage of this village to cleanse the whole village from the corrupted people, or as Naruto called it. He has gathered all and every intel he could get on each and every one of you, starting of the day when you joined this council up until now, as their eyes widen. They have been in council for many years, and this kid, half of their experience age, just gathered all of their intel, just like that. Yes, just like that, I gathered it. I have been gathering it for years. Gigi, me, and even Daimyo-sama was in on it. You think that you could lay low and do all that stuff just because you hold the candle of a power, huh? No, not anymore. The people, all those victims, they have testified against you, Ichida. And there are many more who will follow you suit. Isn't that right? He said, looking at most of the people who flinched, as he then looked at Mibuki Haruno. It's good to finally meet you, godmother. As Mibuki flinched. Naruto, I know. You didn't know. But that didn't give you a right to harm a child as well. As she flinched again. Think about it. What if it was Sakura? Would you have expected the same from Kushina? She would have never. Because she knew what it was like to be alone in this world. And you know the funny thing? The part of their souls was sealed inside this seal as a fail cape. And I met them. And they were pissed beyond belief. So much for my friends. So much for my sister. As they all flinched. These were their words. But I'm not here to make you all feel guilty. Naruto said, clapping his hand together. I'm here to eradicate the evil. First of all, Danzo Shimura, from here on out, your power has been retaken back and you own nothing inside the council. And your Rutanbu base has been discovered as we speak and has been dismantled. And every shinobi has been arrested. But shit. You know what you have done? Kid, it was a mistake. I should have never thought and suggested you to be a kage. I know why you did. You thought that you could make a global weapon that you could use, huh? As their eyes widened. How did you? This place is laced with the seals that I created from the knowledge of a mother, which was actually spying seals to track and trace his voices, to see what you are doing behind our backs. As their eyes widened. Does that mean there was one always placed inside the root? Gigi always knew, had all the evidence he needed. Even Daimyo-sama had all the evidence, as Daimyo smirked. But you know what? We never did anything, because you were doing us a favor, getting all the heat. And taking out the Uchihas was just another step by you. You know that? Well, why, yes I did. Itachi was the person who trained me alongside my sensei Kakashi Hatake. And alongside with them was Shisui Uchiha, who you killed in cold blood and took an eye from him. And don't try to use your eyes, Danzo. Those eyes are useless here. You see, thanks to the Uchihas, I was able to gather enough intel just to make Sharingan make useless for approximate half an hour within this field of seal. Shit, I have to get out. As restriction seals activated. You're not going anywhere. Not today. As two chakra chains erupted and impaled the hands of Danzo as he was now hanging on the wall, as he squirmed in pain. Naruto, enough, said Daimyo, as well as Jiraiya. I was just restraining him. Can't be too sure he is Danzo Shimura after all. A warmonger who is nothing more than a hungry demanding bastard who wants to rule over Konoha as well as the whole elemental nation with Iron Fist. We know. Even if we have alliances with others, they will still come after you, Tiger. As their eyes went, Tiger? Wait, Jiradan said. Is he the... Yes, he was the Anbu that has been hunting down all those S-rank hunter-nins as well as shinobis, making alliances with others. He was none other than Naruto. But he was just 8. What do you expect from me? My own Billy chasing me at the age of 3, just for the sake of fun. You sick bastards. You think that I would always remain a kid? I had to hide my real self in a persona that make me look like a fucking idiot for almost all my life. Until this point. You expect that I didn't have some sort of darkness on the other side? We always did, to be honest, said Shikaku. Well, you have seen it now. As Danzo then dropped down. Don't try to move, Danzo. There was a paralyzed toxin there. As Danzo's eyes widened. I'll be taking this. As with a single kunai slash, Danzo's arm was cut off, and he squinted down and grabbed the eye from his eye socket and yanked it out, causing extreme and excruciating pain within Danzo's regions. As Naruto then turned towards all of them. See this? This will be the consequences of those who go against me. You wanted a kage, right? I will give you a kage. Konoha will be remembered only for its glorifying days of the future, not of the past, because the present is nothing more than the husk of its former glory. You might have controlled Gigi, but he let himself be in control because he wanted to trace out all the idiots. For me. As their eyes widened, you planned this through, huh? Well, you have to give thanks to Gigi. At the age of 4, when I was attacked again by these people, I was in Anbu hospital this time around. And that is when I met my parents and the big bad Biju that you all are afraid of. You know, she's quite nice when you try to understand what was her reasoning behind the attacking. But what was her reasoning? Mind control. It was Danzo. What do you mean? Think about it. First was Madara Uchiha. Second time, a person appears in a mask. And this time around, he was mind controlled. And Uchiha. And in return, Uchiha's got blamed. And he got what he wanted. The Sharingan. And the Uchihas out of the way. Leaving only one behind so the clan wouldn't go extinct. Because he will be the backbone of the new Uchihas. The Uchihas that they could control. They could manipulate, mold, however they wish. Isn't that right, Sasuke? As Anbu jumped down with a bird mask. It was Raven. As the mask dropped, revealing it to be none other than Sasuke Uchiha. You got that right, Naruto. Wait, what? What is going on here? As all of them are now even more shocked. Well, you see, you have your own perks when you train with Itachi Uchiha and Shisui Uchiha. On that night, flashback, we see that Sasuke arrived back from the academy with Naruto to train with Itachi as usual at the age of 8, as they saw that Shisui and Itachi were serious about something. Nay, what is going on? Nisans, you are serious. It is nothing, Naruto, Shisui said. We have to tell them. No, they don't need to know, damn it. Listen. We have to have a failsafe, Shisui, because we know that the thing we are about to do is either going to get you killed or me killed. But we have to have a contingency plan. If things go south, because I know Danzo and elders being here, things will go south, and elders are already at the neck of Kage, as well as the civilian council at the shinobi's throat. So, this is our only chance. We have to tell them. I still am against it, Itachi. We have no choice. You want to tell us what? Listen, Sasuke, Naruto. There is going to be a war soon. A civil war. between Konoha and the Uchihas. But why? You see, Naruto, when last year you told us that you met your parents, right? Yes. So, did they tell you anything about the attack? Yeah, they said that the man claimed to be Madara Uchiha. The reality is Madara Uchiha is actually dead. And that person was brainwashed and manipulated into thinking that he was Madara Uchiha's grandson. He was your father's student, Obito Uchiha. And it was Danzo who did this to him. You see, his only aim is to get the Sharingan because he knows that with the help of that, he will be able to achieve what many other could not wish to. The Susanoo, said Kyuubi. What? Kurumi-chan? Susanoo Naruto. And hopefully the eyes of the sage. He wants the eyes of the sage, doesn't he? I see that Kyuubi knows about this then. Sasuke was listening on in this as well. So what are you going to do? We have to kill everyone. What? That was the job that was given to us. Shisui is going to stop by using a genjutsu because Uchihas are getting violent. There has been already riots and betrayals amongst the clan, demanding that we take over the village, and there is going to be blood on both sides. But Nissan, what about our parents? They are in on this as well. And they want to use Naruto as a weapon. It's Naruto's eyes one, but Auntie Mikoto wouldn't. I know, but she has no choice but to follow her husband's will. And she wants her son safe more than anything, even the new Naruto. I know. It just still hurts to see that she thinks that way. I know. That is why I disagree with all of them. They demanded that I stay and stick to the clan, but I couldn't. And I know that Shisui's plan is about to be fail. Why do you think that? Isn't it good that the bloodshed could be avoided? I know, Sasuke, but think about it. We have suspected that Danzo wants the Sharingan. And he wants Shisui out of the way for that because he revealed his goddamn technique to him about the Kodomatsu Kami. Shit, why did you do that, Shisui-san? Bad move, kiddo. I didn't even think that one through, to be honest. Okay, so listen up, kids. When things go south, 6 months later, I will begin my plan, which will be to exterminate every Uchiha, leaving you behind, Sasuke. Wait, what? You can't be serious. I know, but think about it. Those who I kill will come after you for revenge. I cannot do that. I will never put you in danger. They have already dug a grave for themselves, and they will tell you once you wake up that I was the one who did this. Whole Konoha will know. Uchiha will be felt and met with sympathy by all of those, and you will be. This will give you enough chance to get near Danzo, and if his true intentions are revealed, which I'm afraid I know already, then you and Naruto will have to act and improvise and try as much as you can to think that you both hate me and want to hunt me down. Not you, Naruto, actually, said Shisui. Yes, you have to act like an idiot. What? Yes, like you always have been. Sasuke and you, after that incident, will not be friendly towards each other, as much of rivals, but in secret you can't be friends. Okay, as Naruto and Sasuke looked at each other, what do we have to do? Good. As the whole plan was laid out, and they had to act, and that they delivered. For many years to come, people did not even thought for a second that Naruto and Sasuke was best of friends and were training in secret and trying to keep tabs on everyone. And if Sasuke was here with a raven mask, then that means, wow, who knew that Tiger and Raven were actually real? I was surprised to find out that Naruto was Tiger, and once you jump down with Raven mask, it becomes more apparent. You see, I am his shadow, and he is the fire shadow. He is the light. We coexist like yin and yang, and here to deliver justice for what you have done to my clan, as well as what you are about to do to my brother. As we see Naruto smirk at Sasuke's words. So, you all have been played.
This was all a trick to lure you out, and you took the bait like the hungry hyenas you were. So what now, kid? You're just going to boast yourself or something? You want a medal? You can't do nothing. As suddenly, a lightning streak went through his heart, killing him. Oh, we can do much more, said Sasuke, as now everyone was sitting tiredly on their seat, thinking all together, how the hell in the world that these two kids just played the whole village. As after that, Naruto said, I need the Shinobi Council, but as for the Civilian Council, in front of the daimyo, I am stripping all the powers and rights from you. You are only here to discuss matters regarding the civilians, and that is all. No interference in Shinobi business. No interference in the council matters at all. You are no longer needed, and this will be a permanent rule in the history books, Daimyo-sama. No matter what other Kages try to do, they cannot change it. It is my first order and will. As it should be. And it is my order and will as well, said Daimyo. And as for the esteemed elders, you are hereby resigned from your duties because of your ego and arrogance. And as for the elders, if you see who I need, then I will have the most experienced shinobis. As such, Jiraiya the Sannin, and you can come out now, Bachan, as Tsunade came out of the other side of the door. Hello everyone, hope I didn't keep you waiting. Wait, what? Tsunade, but how? The kid is Tiger and the other kid is Raven. Both of them were Anbus and hunting down many other bounty hunters and shinobis, missing links. They had to get treated if they ever got injured, and not in the village at least. Where do you think they would come? As they put that 2 and 2 together. You knew this, said Danzo, as he finally got up. The poison toxin leaving his body. With his sheer willpower, he stood up. Ah, you're able to stand, Danzo. Yes, I played you all. And you let yourself be played because of your arrogance and ego. And now the whole world knows. What do you mean? Ah, did I forgot to tell you that there was a seal here that let everyone know what has been going on inside? I hope you all regret your actions, but I'm not going to hold anything against you. You just are, hypocrites and mindless beasts who are easily able to be controlled by those who in power. So I hope you don't mind me being a little bit strict on all, yeah. At least that much I deserve, right? As they all looked down on the ground. And as my second order, I'm making ramen my national food of the village. Yes, said none other than Tenoichi. He fulfilled his promise. Tosan, that is not good. As everyone quirked an eyebrow. Oh, come on, it's good, and I promised the man. Whatever, Naruto. As Sasuke shook his head. Time skip. Next day, after everyone was escorted to the prison, we see that Naruto sitting there in his office, as Jiraiya and Sasuke were there. So what are we going to do now, Naruto? The village has been going steadily to its former state, and as for the other matter, as Tsunade came in, Naruto, Jiraiya's spies came in, and it seems that the Katsuki, or more like Itachi and Kisame, his teammate, are moving near the village to get you. Sasuke, how about we go pay your brother a little visit? Yeah, why don't we? As both of them disappeared, as Jiraiya looked at Tsunade. That kid is gonna get in trouble for that. Yeah, but he's in a right state of mind. Those bastards took and dismantled everything that Konoha stood for, that my grandfather and my granduncle built this village for. But Naruto is bringing that back. And just for that I can stay here. Because it is nice, I guess. Yeah, Hime, it is. As Jiraiya got near her. Listen, Hime, I know, Jiraiya. I still remember your confession. It's just that I need some time. Yeah, I know, Hime. But just don't leave me hanging, okay? Jiraiya said as he tried to cover up his sadness and his impatience with his laughter. and his eyes. I like you, Jiraiya. You know that, right? Yeah, I know. I know, Hime. As both of them left their own ways, as they go towards the outskirts of the village to see two figures walking in the shadows. As suddenly they felt presence, as they jumped in the air as two explosive takunas landed there and exploded. Well, well, well. Kisame Hoshigaki and Itachi Uchiha, said Sasuke. Who would have thought that Naruto and Sasuke would be here, huh? Interesting. Can I break his legs? We need his Biju, right? His legs don't we need? Ah, and here I thought you liked to tango with me up for a bit. Oh, that we do. But before that, I will have to let you see what you're up against, as a sword appeared from the back. As Itachi just stared at Sasuke. As the battle commenced, Naruto charged towards Kisame as Itachi and Sasuke clashed, as they left towards the other side, as they were now in the hiding, as Naruto was fighting out. Kisame, so what's the news, Sasuke? It's good to meet you, Nissan. It is good to meet you too, Sasuke, but what is the news in the village? I heard there was some havoc going on. Yeah, after Orochimaru's attack, everything, went uphill for us, and downhill for Konoha. As Sasuke began to explain what happened, and how Naruto became the Kage, and how they spilled the beans about Raven and Tiger personalities or personas of their own. You revealed those two? I told you to keep that identity hidden. Listen, Nisa, it was necessary, okay? Those people, they were trying to make Naruto play their mind games, but Naruto, thanks to you and Shisui-Nissan and your plan, was able to play them out. Good. That is good. Now both of you are safe. But Nissan, what about you? Well, I am a fugitive, remember? Naruto can change that. We can change that. I'm sure that he will. Absolutely right. You're always welcome back, Itachi Nissan. What about Kisame? Itachi said with surprise seeing Naruto there. Oh, he's enjoying his vacation in a volcano. As we see Kisame falling down a volcano. Brat. As he was now met with a hissing sound, as he dissolved alongside Samehara into that volcano's lava. Fearing that, he thought for himself. That is kind of cruel. Yeah, but I won't be taking any chances, because you're coming with us now, Nissan. What about that pathetic fool Obito? He's still under mind control. Danzo and the rest of the goons are still locked up, waiting for their execution. The date has been decided, and I want you to be their executioner. What? Naruto, they have put you through a lot. I'm only asking you to return them the favor. The same sword, same Itachi, just their necks this time. Think about it. They made you kill your own family for the sake of your brother. To save him, you had to kill many little kids, the infants. Just think about them as Itachi's blood boiled. And so did Sasuke's. They knew Naruto was holding them up, but he was telling them the truth. A truth that they needed to hear. And the village needs its Uchiha's brother back. The two loyal Uchihas who stayed behind and never turned their back on the village. That's damn straight, said Sasuke, as they returned back. As 2 days passed, then there were still 5 days left until the execution. We go towards Sakura Haruno to see that she was, getting antsy, as she went towards training ground T7 to meet with his team, but found that no one was there, not even their sensei or the two teammates. Where's Naruto, Baka, and Sasuke-kun? Both of them are not here. Something is going on. Village is repaired. It's been a week since then, and nothing, no mission. As Kakashi arrived, everyone is gathering inside the Hokage office. The new Hokage would like to meet you all. Even though the whole village saw this, his friends were resting. Some of his friends already knew, such as Neji Hyuga, but the others, they did not. As Sakura and everyone was there who was there at the time. and were resting because of the consciousness that lost. As they all saw Naruto sitting there. Naruto Baka, get up from Hokage-sama's seat. It is disrespectful. Sakura Haruno, please refrain from calling our Kage dad, said a masked figure as he jumped down. Calm down, Sasuke. She wants to know what happened to her teammates. As Sasuke dropped his mask and smiled at Naruto. Yeah, right. You know that, dope. As all of them were shocked and their jaws were on the ground, Sasuke laughing. This was a first, and when did he get close to Naruto? What is going on here? Said Sakura, quite fearful. Well, you see, Sakura dear, Naruto said. Wait, he's acting different, said Shikamaru. Boy, what is wrong with you, Naruto? Have you eaten something wrong or hit your head? Nothing happened, Kiba. It was all an act. An act to keep the whole village distracted. That wasn't the real me. This one is. As they were all shocked. Even Neji was, just to see how Naruto was real. Then all those things about us being friends and everything. Oh, they were real. They all were. Remember how I talked when you needed me the most at some times, quite cleverly, and then acted like a fool? It was me, my real personality, talking to you. I had to keep myself hidden because of two main reasons. One, I was hated by the village. Two, I'm an orphan. And here comes the combined version. I am the Jinchuriki of the Kyuubi and everyone hates me and I'm an orphan, so they all tortured me. Think that I'm a nobody child with a Kyuubi sealed inside? So they could hurt Kyuubi somehow. But in reality they were only doing something opposite and breaking the Kyuubi free from its prison until I met her. Quite nice actually. Aw, I'm honored, Naruto. Well, don't be. You are really a nice, Go and try it. Finish that sentence. I know what you're going to say, you idiot. Good, you already knew. Sheesh, saves me a lot of trouble. As Hinata then said, oh no, Naruto-kun? How could I forget? Naruto said, walking up straight towards Hinata as the senses were watching from aside. As Naruto then put his thumb under her chin and lifted her head. My little Hyuga princess, as he then kissed her, right in front of everyone as the other girl's jaws dropped. As Hinata was now more redder than anything. As when Naruto didn't stop, they all eyes widened as Naruto tongue demanded an entrance in Hinata's mouth, and she did let him, as her legs felt weak as she moaned in the kiss. Naruto was French kissing her, as Ino then thought, are they as Sakura finished French kissing each other? As Tenten then said, wow, that is something you don't see and expect from Naruto of all the people. As then Sasuke did something. He walked towards Sakura. Come here, you pink banshee. You kinda grow on me. As Sasuke then kissed Sakura in front of everyone, as Ino was taken aback by that. Don't worry, you have your own Sasuke. Here. As Sai then jumped down. Hey, beautiful. Who are you? Ino said, in between her heartbreak. This is for you, Sai said. As he was about to leave, so Ino then said, wait. As she opened the scroll to see her. You're the first girl that caught my eye after I was released from, prison of sort, which I was kept in without my regards or consent. And I don't know anything about emotions or anything, but I don't know why I feel nervous around you. Naruto at least says that it is nervousness. And I feel this bubbly feeling inside me when I see you, John. As Ino then said, thanks, Sasuke. I'll come here, you. I'll teach you about all the things you need to know. As Asuma, Kur, and I were just shocked as Kakashi was giggling like a fangirl. Though that is certainly the most youthful thing that I have ever seen in my life. Yes, Sensei, you're right, Guy Sensei. As Kakashi jumped in between them, stopping their genjutsu. Shut up. And we do not need the goddamn sundown genjutsu right here, at this moment at least. Party pooper Kakashi, your youthfulness is diminished. Come on, Lee, We are going to run around the village on our one hand. Yes, Sensei. As both of them, with fire burning in their eyes, dashed towards outside. While Kakashi just shook his head. As the senses laughed. Well, who knew about this? As Naruto finally let go of the kiss, and so did Sasuke. Whew, that felt good after all these years. I don't know how could I contain myself after seeing you. Wait, what? Yes, Hinata. From the moment I saw you, I have been in love with you. And that is why I tried to act brave at the time when, I got beaten. As she giggled. Silly. So, is that it? We're, you can say, husband and wife, as she blushed again. I'm joking, we're fiancés. Naruto brought out a ring and put it on her finger, as Korone glared at Asuma. So, when are you going to learn a lesson from the kid? And, as she pointed towards her finger and cleared her throat, as Asuma said, yes, about that. You see, Kakashi, why don't you and me follow Guy? We have trained to do, right? Yeah, come on. Kakashi said as both of them dashed outside as Korone huffed and stomped her feet before walking after them, as the rest of the Genesis chuckled. As Naruto then sat down, with surprisingly Hinata on his lap. As Neji brought it, oh come on Neji, you already knew. Right, yes Hokage-sama, I knew, but this is still... Enough of this Hokage-sama crap. You know me, and I know you all as my friends for as long as we can remember. Just act as I'm the same Naruto, just with more, common sense than usual, and not as dense as I was before, or an idiot. It's still kinda surprising. As Sasuke then brought Sakura near her. I would like you to meet my Nissan. As Itachi jumped down, wearing his weasel mask. Hello, little sister-in-law. I guess my Ototo really likes you. I at first didn't. She was quite obnoxious, but she keep on doing what she does and, kinda growing on me. And I grow to like her now. As Sakura was now similar to the shade of her hair color. Quite nice actually, quite nice. As then Anko jumped. Oh Itachi, we have something to discuss. Come here you. Really? Her? Naruto and Sasuke said. Hey, I don't have much choices here, okay? And plus, well, I don't have any other to choose beside her. And she's nice once you get to know her. Yeah, if you don't come here, I'm gonna shove a snake up your ass. Yeah, about that. I take my words back, Itachi said as he dashed away. As everyone was taken aback by that. What was that? Yeah, just don't focus. So, what now? Well, I have something to tell you all. There is a group of organization known as Akatsuki, and their aim is to revive the Ten Tails. Now I and Sasuke have connections in different sort of villages. Some close friends. So, we have already sent them letters and they have replied us back that they have already made their steps ahead and now are preparing for war. And I want you all to prepare as well. You all are promoted to tuning. But remember this. You all are needed to be prepared when the time comes because we can never expect anything good to occur because we are dealing with the strength threats of level ninjas who are rogue and won't hold back anything even if they have to fight little kids. As they all were tense and nodded with Naruto's tense gaze. Good. Now you can leave because I have some time to spend with my fiancé. What about Hiyashi-sama? Oh, I actually talked to him and he was at first mad, but everything went well. You think I would be unprepared, huh? Well, to be honest, reminding you of your past, yeah, I thought you were Naruto. Not so much. As everyone was gone as Naruto looked at Hinata. So where were we, my little Yuga muffin? As she passed out again. Oi, Hinata! Oh, god damn it, not again. As we go towards, let's just say Amekakure. As there we see the Akatsuki, so Itachi and Kisame. Both are dead, said Zetsu as the leader inquired. This is not good. Itachi and Kisame were strong. And the rest of us. A great loss for all of us. So what do you think we should do? Something is stirring up inside Konoha, and we need our eyes there, said the purple eye with ripple shadow. So, you want me to go and see what is going on there, Leader Sama? Yes, Setsu. But I would rather have you go on another mission. How about Deidara and Sasori go this time around? But we have coordinates set towards Suna. We will do this later. You have to go there and find out. Because of your puppet mastery, you can master puppets from afar. And I think it will be beneficial for us. Because you are long-range fighters, and that is all we need to spy upon the village and what is going on inside of its walls. Alright, Leader Sama, we will head there and change our coordinates, said Deidara and Sasori. Kakazu, Hidan, and Tobi were the only one left, alongside with Zetsu. If they fail, what will we do? Said Konan. Then, Tobi and Zetsu will go. And if something happens, then we will go. As the both of them nodded, remaining on backup. As 1 week later, we see Naruto spending time with Hinata more than usual while working in his office as well. As Hinata has opened up to Naruto a lot and has broken out of her shell of being still meek and all that. She never fainted now in front of Naruto. As we see Naruto and her in the park as they were relaxing, as Naruto was resting in her lap, being tired from his kage's work. He was now the respected kage of the village, and his face was on the wall, as Deidara and Sasori were now near the village as claybirds were launched. As Kurumi then said, Naruto, those birds, they have chakra, and they are... okay. As a clone replaced Naruto, as Naruto then said, I'll be going somewhere. This is a clone, okay? Just act natural as we are. We are being spied upon. I don't know who it is, but they aim to spy upon the village. And as the Kage, I know Naruto-kun. Just be safe. As next thing Deidara felt was a slash to his throat, and him fell falling to the ground with blood seeping out as his bird swell fell to the ground and dissolved. As Naruto then tracked down the other, who watched Naruto disappear in the yellow flash. Shit! We did not knew that the kid had the yellow flash technique. As before he could do anything, Naruto impaled him or his puppet on the back with a Rasen shuriken, causing a huge explosion there that caught everyone's eyes, as the Yuriko puppet was now present. As Sasori then said, You have brought out my ultimate form. 1,000 puppets danced as thousands puppets appeared. Wanna see mine? As Naruto was cloaked in a yellow cloak of chakra as he disappeared, literally becoming the yellow flash. As many slashes later, we see Naruto on the ground, and all 1,000 puppets were now nothing more than splinters. As Sasori's eyes widened, as Naruto held a megatonic Rasengan in his hand. Now talk. Who sent you? Are you out of your mind? That sort of attack will destroy the village and... You think I cannot control my attack? If I change its direction, only you and everything where you are going to run within 500 miles of radius will be destroyed. You're crazy. I am when it comes to my village. Now talk. Who sent you? Keri, are you dense? I know who you are, Katsuki. I'm talking about your leader. Who is your leader? As there was a warp around behind Naruto, as Naruto impaled the man's hand with a kunai. As Naruto was surprised when his hand went face through him, as Naruto dodged, releasing the Rasengan. Shit. As Naruto activated the shield barrier that erupted as soon as the whole Rasengan exploded. Naruto, with his ultimate KCM state, was able to absorb that attack and was quite tired. His cloak was splintered as he was wounded as well, but as for the other two Akatsuki members, they were gone. Shit. Naruto said, and where he stood was now a huge, well, dome. Inside of it was nothing. And suddenly, clouds gathered and started to rain heavily. Naruto knew sooner or later there will be a pond or a lake here. And that will be it, covering the land. As Sasuke then arrived there. What happened, Naruto? Why the hell did you suddenly launch that huge amount of Rasengan? Well, Akatsuki visited. They were spying on our village. I took down one, wanted to ask the other questions. And another one appeared. Appeared to be out of a wormhole of something. Could phase through my attack. As Kakashi's eyes narrowed. Something of sort tell me that I have those abilities, Naruto. And I don't like this where this is going. What do you mean? You know, I think that it was Obito now. I might be wrong, but what if I'm right? No. Sensei, I think you're over-exaggerating. Yeah, you're right, but what if it is? Then we have to capture him alive. And I think it is time that we deployed our final part of plan, Sasuke. You're moving forward with it now? Yes. If anything happens, yours remain here. Damn it, Naruto. You asking for too much, and you better come back out of this alive. Dope. You got that, Tame. As Naruto disappeared in the yellow flash, he sent out a signal as some figures grabbed the kunais. As Naruto summoned them there, as there stood 9 figures now. So, we're really doing this, huh? Said Gaara. Yup. They wanted Jinchurigi's ride, walking right through their doors and bursting it open with a surprise attack. So y'all are now synced with your Bijus, right? As all of them nodded. Let's go then. As all of them in their Biju cloak state attacked Amegakure, or more like specifically Akatsuki's base after tracking down their scent thanks to Kurumi's ability to do so. As we see in Amegakure base, damn it, that was close, as both half-bruised Toby as well as Zetsu were there. Damn that brat. Nobody knew that he was this strong. We have been played. Oh yes, you have been. Akatsuki, you are surrounded by all of us, the Shinobi Biju Alliance. Now please come out, or otherwise there will be dire consequences. As they all came out, Pain, Konan, Toby, and finally Zetsu. Akatsuki, the legendary S-rank ninjas reduced to this state. Oh, but we have more, as parts of Pain came out. And with a single Bijudama, from all sides they were evaporated. Nagato luckily survived, and Naruto tracked him down, as all of the Jinchurigis were now there. You all are like Akatsuki, but we're different. We fought for a good cause, while you, Nagato Uzumaki, fighting for a good cause turned from that path that my sensei set you upon. You even tried to kill him, behind my back. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't kill you. You already killed everyone. Why not me? Because you had the ability to change and so did her. That is why we brought her here. As for both of the others, they're gone. Konan, you're okay. I was saved in a blink of an eye by him. I don't know why though. Because you two are my students. Sensei students and kind of like my brother and sister. So that is why I couldn't harm you, even if I wanted to. And the path you're walking to revive the Ten Tails actually heard from the Bijus itself, as miniature Bijus appeared on the shoulders and told them everything. And because of the Rinnegan, Nagato could said that they were telling the truth. So we have been played. Yes, you all have been played by Zetsu. So what are you going to do now? We're going to leave towards Lushigakure. You just can't come back to Konoha, right? No, we won't. We want to go far away from Shinobi World and remain there in peace. Please do not reveal our location or secret to anyone. It's safe and sound with us, right guys? As all of them nodded. As after that, we see the Shinobi Biju Alliance standing there. It was funny, a fool, as all of them said the same thing. As Naruto then said, It was nice meeting you as well. But we will keep in touch and in contact because the Otsuzukis are still out there, lurking. As all of them got serious. Train hard, everyone. This alliance is not over. And keep the Kages in check, okay? As all of them chuckled. We don't want any wars occurring anymore. Yep, same could be said here as all of them left their homeland. Time passed as Naruto grew up to become an exponential Kage. And not only that, he and many other new Kages of the next generation formed alliances so strong that they became the pillars for the next generation to work and cooperate amongst each other and boxed among each other like it was nothing. And not only that, Naruto had his own children with Hinata, and Sarada was still born. Everything was just as in canon, but the only difference was that Naruto has just turned the world upside down again by saving the world in shadows and becoming united once again through his friendness and closeness, through his same characteristics. As this was the story of Naruto, who became the Kage, or the council wanted to be controlling him as a puppet, but he just gave them the middle finger and just showed them that he's Naruto Uzumaki no Mikaze, and he can't be controlled. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story off, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. As this is Apollo Uchiha, and now I'm signing out. Peace!